Hey, how's it going? So, I wanted to talk about this. And the other day, I posted a picture on a photography group. And on my RX100 Mark III, which is my vlog camera, I took and I used some touch-up paint and color-filled the Sony logo on the front of the camera. And I did that because I wasn't a fan of how the logo just stood out. And all of the responses were negative. And I'm okay with getting negative responses to stuff. It's okay, but you know when it's not to your taste but done well, it's kind of one of those. It didn't sit. It the whole the responses just didn't sit well with me, and I look at it as I had a reason for what I did on my camera, and it may not make sense at all to you, but the reason I did it is, I wanted the camera to have more of a stealth appearance. I didn't want to just put a little piece of electrical tape over it, or gaff tape, or whatever, to make that logo not be so, you know, distracting. So, I used like I said, color filled it with some touch up paint, and then result to me looks good. There's no paint all over the front of the camera. It's basically, instead of having a white filled logo, it's now gloss black filled. So, I the point of the video is, you know, for one, the Mark III used, if you were to sell it to one of these companies, you're looking at somewhere under $200. Right under $200 right now, which is March 2019. You may be watching this 2 years from now, so the price may be even way less than what it is. It may be it may be higher than it is today. I don't know, but as of right now, it's to me it's not the camera's not worth enough to justify keeping it in 100% condition. And for one, you know, it's all not for one, but it's also my camera, so it's not your money. It's my money I've spent on the camera. I'm not a placeholder for the next buyer, and hey, if if you don't like how it's modified, hey, if it is if I were to want to sell the camera, and you don't like that the logo was color filled, don't buy it. It's not a problem for me. I don't care. Um, I'm not a placeholder for my equipment. If I want to keep it nice, it's because I'm keeping it nice for myself. I'm not gonna keep something nice because I want it to retain maximum value for the next person. If I want to modify it, it's because I want to modify it for me. So, there is also, you know, that whole thing of, if somebody modifies something or builds something that's, you know, dangerous, then that's something that, you should step in and say, hey, what you're doing is not safe. What you're doing could get you hurt or worse, or somebody else hurt or worse. Um, so in that regard, yeah, tell someone that, hey, what you're doing, just step in and say something. But if somebody does something and it's just not how you don't like the look of it, you know, nobody cares. It's I mean, yes, people will care, but it's not You know, there's probably a reason for why they did what they did. You know, it's that whole thing of, you know, you look at some of these professional photographers, you know, not your wedding photographers, but, you know, say like National Geographic. I saw somewhere that back, you know, it was probably back when they were shooting film, but they had people that worked in their camera division that their sole job was modifying equipment, making rigs for the photographers, and so when the photographer said, "Hey, I want to do this in these conditions, and this is what I'm after," you know, that team of people would be able to put something together and say, "Okay, here's what'll work for what you want to do." You know, and then the photographer and that team of people could go back and forth and end up with a camera or a camera rig or something that worked for the shot they wanted. But you know, I think too many people these days are more worried about just, you know, oh, I don't want to mess up the camera. I need to keep it pristine. You know, I'm gonna, you know, take the camera out, take pictures on vacation, and you know, you know, it's cool if you want to take care of your equipment. You know, by all means, you know. But also, you know, I see nothing wrong with the person who, you know, posts a picture of, hey, here's my RX 100, Mark, whatever, and the finish is worn off, and the LCD's got scratches in it. You know, it has no damage to the photo taking aspects of it. You know, but it just has some wear and tear. You know, it's all good. You know, to me, that's fine. You know, I've taken pictures. You know, where you kind of hold the camera out the window, and this is obviously as the passenger of a vehicle. But you know, you take a picture of a vehicle when you're driving down the road, and you know, get a picture like, you know, it looks, to me it looks kind of cool. You can do it in the mountains or whatever, but do it when the driver's like kind of turning, you know. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in here, I'm not recommending people do this, you know. But you can take a picture of, you know, the basic point at the front wheel, and you get, you know, the vehicle, the body of the vehicle stationary, but the tire in the background, you know, move. You know, you capture the motion of the tire and the background, and to me, it looks kind of cool. Like I said, not recommending anybody do that, but I like doing that. You know, not all the time, but it can be kind of fun if you're, you know, in the right scenery and stuff. But um, you know, like I said, if you want to modify your equipment, you know, you want to modify a camera bag, you want to modify a camera. You know, I'm sure there's people even out there that, you know, when they see, oh, oh, I can't believe you didn't put the Sony strap that came with the camera, or that's the best strap for the camera. You know, yeah, I'm sure there are, you know, I'm gonna call them purists that are like, oh no, that you if the only stuff you can use for the camera is what the manufacturer makes, and what came in the box. You know, yeah, I'm sure there are people like that out there, but you know, hey, how you want to do your gear is how you want to do it. So, thanks for watching. Till next time.